Welcome to tonight's edition of Beer on a Budget, where it isn't so much about finding the world's greatest beer, but finding the best beer for your dollar. On tonight's edition, we will be discussing. Alright, tonight's budget beer is Miller High Life. A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, asked me to review this beer. And every time I go to the store, I just saw something better. Well, finally, I got to it. So Brian, here it is for you. Review of Miller High Life. This beer is self-claimed the champagne of beers. It has a beer advocate score of 68 and clocks in at 5% ABV. This week started football season, college football. I don't much care for pro football. So, go Buckeyes first off. And if you're anything like me, during college football season, your beer budget goes right through the roof. I don't know why. Football and beer, they just go well together. So, if you're a craft beer drinker, you know, after a few of them, you may want to switch to a budget beer anyway. So, you know, we try to find one that's pretty decent here. And this one comes highly recommended. So, anyway, without further ado, let's give it a taste and see how it is. Blessed receipt went right in the top of the beer. Probably should have took that off first. Anyway, typical budget beer Pilsner. Very light in color, very clear, and very well carbonated. Poured to a somewhat nice head that is dissipating rapidly. Let's give it a smell, see how it is. I can't say there's a pleasant aroma coming from this beer. It's kind of got that Pilsner funk smell to it, which is from the malt that they use to make Pilsner. It's just not a smell that I'm ever in love with. It's not the most pleasing smell in the world. Not to say that this one's gone skunky. It certainly, I don't pick up any skunk, but it's got that just Pilsner smell to it. Little or no hop aroma. Let's find out how it tastes. It's a little harsh going down. Probably because of the excessive amount of carbonation that's in that glass. It is harsh on the finish, but it doesn't taste badly. I wouldn't say it tastes great though either. Yeah, I would say this is pretty run-of-the-mill for a Pilsner. Not overly smooth, no real hop flavor. It's a little sweet, and bittering is almost non-existent. That being said, let's get to everybody's favorite part. What you're going to do when your team wins too, right? Chug a beer. So, let's find out if Miller High Life is in fact chuggable. Bottoms up, go Bucks. Most definitely chuggable. There's a slight bitter, tinny aftertaste when you chug this one, though, and it's progressively getting worse. It's in line with the rest of them. I would say Miller High Life is middle of the road for a budget beer. Nothing great about it, but you could certainly do worse. Have a good night.